Heartfelt Gifts is a company that makes, illustrates, designs, produces, manufactures and supplies completely from County Leitrim. But the one thing about Heartfelt Gifts, which has always been the ethos from the outset 3 years ago, has been to genuinely be heartfelt, to empathise and sympathise and connect with people through a little gift. It's a really nice way to say you're thinking about somebody, that every time they see it, they're reminded of the person that gave it to them. So during lockdown, I had started needle felting. Unfortunately, we lost some people around that time and we were unable to attend their funerals. So I decided to make these little gifts in embroidery rings and focused on the robin. When you are actually crafting a product and you're making it from scratch, not everything's going to be perfect. And that's what makes it unique. You can really see that it's a handcrafted product. And I'm very proud about that. When I first started out doing the robins, I could only do about 2 or 3 a day. So it may look like one little robin, but it's so much more. For instance, one of the little gifts is a Celtic owl. The inscription on it is to offer the keenest of sight in the darkest of times. A new product that I've started, the traditional Irish road signs. It's about reminiscing. It's about your favourite place to go for a walk. Then I came up with a bee product, and the bee product also had some wildflower seeds because I wanted somebody to actually plant the seeds so that the wildflowers that fed the bees would be included in the pack. And I started making these little wooden robin pins. I have an otter, I have a fox, I have all sorts of creatures, and it keeps expanding all the time. I found myself down in Leitrim in 2016, and then I moved to Kiltyclogher, and it's a very rural community. It was a completely different pace of life. In a city, I wouldn't know who the postmistress or postmaster is. Here, I know them by name, I know where they live, I know how they like their tea. It takes a community, as they say. And I felt wrapped completely in that community, and I'm very, very, very thankful to Kiltyclogher. And I approached the local community council about a derelict premises. They went on to apply for funding to actually create a business hub. I'm very proud to say it's where we're filming from right now. RTE came and featured me on the RTE News, and out of that, I employed 3 people. Then the curveball came and I ended up having to go to St. Vincent's Hospital in Dublin, and I had a very large surgery. So I had to start from scratch again. As I've gotten older, I've had a different appreciation for life. Life throws its curveballs at you. There were many days in that hospital that I looked out and thinking, when I get out of here, I'm going to really enjoy every sunrise that I can possibly get. And it took me time to be able to stand straight and be able to try and work again. But I got there. I know personally that the smallest things have meant the biggest. I see a beautiful heron, I see donkeys, I see badgers, I see all sorts of fish jumping in the water. It really opens your eyes to the life that's going on all around you. You feel a sense of home, even with nature. I've had the most heartwarming stories that would just make you laugh, and then other stories that would just tear your heart out with sadness. The enthusiasm is there, the spark is there, the energy is there. And I think it comes through in the gifts. I'd like to think my legacy is creating these beautiful little items that are cherished. So if you want to get in touch and have a look at some of the little creatures that I've created, you can go to heartfeltgifts.ie or on Instagram, heartfeltgifts.ie, Facebook, heartfeltgifts.ie.